Hi Chaitanya, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, sir. How about you?
Good, good. Thank you for asking. Can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah. Myself, Chaitanya Tonde. I have completed my BCS from Vidyapratishthan College, Baramati. And I have a total 3.5 years of manual testing experience in global soft technology. Currently, I'm working there. And so I have 1 years of around experience in API testing and other is on web service testing. So that's it.
Which tool you are using for API testing?
Okay, API testing, there are Postman tool we are using.
Okay, great. So what is a collection in Postman?
Collection is nothing but it is a collection of the request or the bunch of the request will be stored under the collection,
Mm-hmm.
and that must be the get request post means about the HTTP response like that.
Mm-hmm.
Many more requests are stored under the collections.
Okay, okay. So let's say if this question is asked to you in a real-time interview, so you can tell a collection is nothing but it is a set of requests that are grouped together, right? Preferably of the same type, right?
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
collection, this is one of the very important feature of Postman actually,
yes, yes,
and you can run a whole group of requests together with just a single
yeah,
click, right? So
yeah,
it
yeah.
equates to a folder on your computer.
Yes, yes, right.
Okay? So that is that. Okay. What is payload?
Uh, Payload. I think it is under performance testing.
No, it would be there in the performance testing as well. But yes, as you are doing API testing, no, so in that also it will come. So you would have seen payload in Postman. Maybe you are working on that, but just this terms or terminology you are.
I listen the payload things, but now I don't remember about that.
Okay, so payload is nothing but it is a body of your request and the response message, right? So let's say if you have to send some data to the server, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Right.
you make one
Mhm.
API request. So that data is nothing but it would be in the payload itself, right? You can send
Okay.
and receive payload in different formats. For instance, JSON format,
JSON.
one of the there,
Excel.
right? So that is that.
Yeah.
Which are the various Postman variables that you are aware about? And tell us about the scopes as well, variable scope.
Okay. There are parameters under that and key parameters, then path parameters.
Um,
Also, there are
yeah, the key path parameter would be there, but which are the various Postman variable scope? For example, global is one of the example, right?
yeah, there are some global variables, local variable, data variable,
Yes.
and yeah, um, in there we can set like environment variables.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are multiple types of variable like that.
Right. So
Local.
can you elaborate a bit on each of these variable and what are their scopes, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that is a local variable. It's like a localized for it means we access there from outer side also. Means sorry, inner side also. That is high level like. And when we are going deep like a data variable, so we create one variable like a data, or we create like a page one, page two, page three, like means small partition like for that variable like. So that is a little parts, or say that little modules type like a page or anything else.
Okay. Then,
Local variable can access from anywhere.
right. See, first of all, let us go for global variables, right? It will allow you to access data between collection, request, test scripts, environment. They are available throughout your workspace. Global, as the name suggests.
Globally, yeah, right.
Then comes collection variables, right? So I am telling you from the higher to lower, like global, accessing everywhere, right?
Okay.
And collection variables are available throughout the request inside the collection. and those are independent of environments, right? So they
Right.
do not change based on the selected environment, right? Now
Yes.
coming to environment variables,
Yeah.
right? So what is the scope of the environment variable? Similar on the similar line, you can tell what is the scope of environment variable.
Uh, like similarly, you said that a global variable we can access for anywhere, means that is a open, and the collection variable we can access only for within the collections, that like a request and all things. So maybe environment variable, it's I think so depend on only for the particular environment which
Mhm.
is we created for our system
Right, right,
for this
absolutely.
particular.
See, for example, you have created one environment that is dedicated to your test environment, right?
Right.
So you can use that environment variable with respect to test. Then,
Test.
yeah, then with respect to testing, you have created environment. With respect to production, you have created an environment,
Okay.
right? So similarly, you can say. Now, what is the scope of data variable? Excuse. Sorry. What is the scope of data variable in Postman?
Okay. The data variable, which is like a database related, means data page
Mhm.
under the data, means whatever be the login ID or data or something else, whichever be the data is mentioned in the page, for that purpose the data variable will be there.
Okay. Generally, data variables, where do they come from? They will come from some external files. Maybe CSV is there, JSON files are
Yes.
there, right? So
Yes.
you will be defining your data set, right? That you will be using, and you will be running it via Newman, or you can run it via collection runner as well, right? So
Yes.
those are data variables. Now, last but not least, those are local variables, right?
Yes.
So what is the scope of local variable?
Uh, Local variable, I think so. It's only under the workspace
Mhm.
valid for. We are not access outer that. So within the workspace, we access for the variables, means
Right.
which is like yes.
Right, right. So local variables
With,
are nothing but those are temporary variables and they are accessible in the request scripts itself.
okay.
Right. Okay. Now in your CV, it is mentioned you are doing non-functional testing as well. So which tool you are using for non-functional testing?
There are actually non-functional testing that is learned for myself. Means I don't have any hands-on experience about that, but I use JMeter. Means I have a basic information about that knowledge.
Okay. So you can, modify your this statement in the CV. Currently, it is written very good experience in manual testing, functional testing, non-functional testing. Once you get good expertise, then you can add non-functional testing in this. At the
Okay.
same time, for now, you can add one more point in your CV, basic understanding of JMeet, like non-functional
JMeter.
testing, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So basic understanding you have of JMeter, right? So can you tell me the various assertions that we are having in JMeter?
Mm, okay. Uh, Assertion means test assertion, like
Yes, kind of
comparison with
checkpoints.
expect
Yeah, checkpoints. Hmm.
checkpoints in a JMeter. So we can there find out the response timeout.
Yes.
Uh, how many response time the taking for page load.
Hmm.
Also in the JMeter we can add the some uh, sampler also, and for that next thing is load providing with us. Also, there are some HTTP methods also.
Okay.
Another thing is in JMeter.
Have you heard about bean shell assertion?
No, sir.
So let's say if this question is asked to you in a real-time interview, which are the various assertions in JMeter? So you can provide like mean shell assertion is there, DSF assertion is there, compare assertion, duration assertion, right? Then one is response assertion, as you were telling. Then size assertion is also there. XML assertions are there. XPath assertion is there, right? So these are the various kinds of assertions are there. In detail, in real-time interview, they might ask you what is HTML assertion, right? So you will
Yes.
be telling that in this kind of assertion, we are basically validating the syntax of the HTML given by the server in response,
Okay.
right? So on and so forth. And similarly, in a bean shell assertion, you would be validating the result of a sampler using the bean shell scripting that you would be doing over there,
Right. Right. Yeah.
right? So these are the assertions in JMeter.
Okay.
Okay, so this is good. Then reported weekly and monthly status reports. So what is the difference between weekly and monthly status report?
Okay, actually, the weekly status report, when we conducted a day by day meetings in there, means stand up meeting or any other meetings, which is conducted for one week within a 1 week, and so we have getting some data for which is completing this week, or some we are written some test cases within that week, or anything else we are means the information we are written or we are doing. So that whole data we are sent to the higher authority, means team leader, team manager, for weekly manners. And monthly, so all data, all the months we are doing, means that is not a detail wise data, but that was weekly wise data. So in weekly wise we are detail wise data we provided, but monthly wise we are not detail wise data, we are only high level data we provide to the test lead or team lead. That is a difference between the.
So what kind of high level data that you are providing, like number of bugs found, number of tickets reopened, number of new tickets logged, those are the data you are
Yeah,
taking?
the total numbers of, yeah, in this month.
Okay,
Total
then
numbers of bugs find and how much bugs are fixed or not fixed or in progress, like that.
great. Okay, now you have joined from laptop, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you write test cases for e-commerce based website? You can open
Yes.
Excel file, yeah, and you can just create a columns of test cases as per the
Yes.
standardized format. And I want you to write the test cases of an e-commerce based website. You can take flipkart.com or amazon.com, whichever you are comfortable. Yeah,
Yes. Sure.
I've given you screen sharing rights.
Yes.
Yeah, can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, just click on share screen, green color option.
Yeah. There will be, but
Yeah, now it is loading. Yeah, I'm able to see your screen. Yeah, open Excel file. Yeah, you have to write the test cases for an e-commerce based website. Okay, so these test cases you are able to write. Okay, this is look great. Expected result, actual result. Okay, there are some typo corrections that you need to do. Rest all really looks good. Which are the other test scenarios apart from this login? Which are the other test scenarios that you will become?
Registration. After the registration means there firstly, so user should be able to the click on the submit button. It is
Mhm,
able to or not, or able user should be able to the cancel button, means click on the cancel button.
mhm,
That's all functional testing under. And
mhm,
also some user should be able to the register itself from register page. Also user should be able to the click on the register link.
mhm,
After the registration, the user should be get on the home page and log in first. After the login, so user should be able to the display home page. After the home page, user should be able to the display some cards, sorry, cards, display some products. And user should be able to the click on the products. After the user click on the product, that should be display the card option.
mhm.
And verify. After the user click on the card option, the product will be uh, add under the card. So you verify the product is uh, add under the card or not.
Correct.
Also the, yeah, after that payment processor also process also.
Mhm. Okay.
Like
Which
same.
are the which are the negative test scenarios for this e-commerce based website? How will you test it
uh,
negatively?
yeah, there are negative scenario on the login page also.
Mhm,
There are from starting when we are logging through the user ID and use password. So negative will be uh, we are trying to log in with a uh, invalid username. So we try what we result we display, or what we message will be there or not.
mhm,
After that, we are passing the wrong password, and then check also what there should be. Also there are multiple scenarios. We are passing instead of email ID, we are passing some numbers. We check
mhm,
the
mhm,
accepting or not. Also the in password, we are passing some not a extra characters, and there are need some uppercase character or some extra characters there. We are passing same like digit number from 1 to 10. Similarly, or we are checking that is acceptable or not acceptable.
mhm,
Also there are many more negative things. There are if there we are logging through the mobile number, so we check 11 digit mobile number are accepted. We check 9 digit mobile number are accepted. We check negative number are accepted or not, like minus, and so on.
great, great. Okay. Can you give me the, you maybe you are able to recall, then you can share with us any defect or any bug that you have found out so far in your, 3.5 years in manual testing, which was,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, there was some at my previous project, that was investment banking project.
Mm-hmm.
So in that project, I found a defect because there are some conditions for if we are, that is a trademarking means trade market website, EM stock investment marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And the website, there was some rules, means after 3 p.m. the market will close. And after the market close, there are no any buy or no any sell, means there are no any uh, shares we can purchase or we can buy. They were
Yes.
all totally stop.
Mm-hmm.
And at that module, I found a defect. When we sell any share, but that is suddenly the share is accepted, means the market was closed at 3 p.m. but share was accepted,
But
means.
market
And
usually closes at 3:30, right? The stock
yeah,
market.
yeah, so
Yeah.
3:30.
Mm.
So after 3:30, I think there should be not accepted any sales or any buy, but the request can be accepted by there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the main defect I found. That multiple times I found that defect. When I go to the developer and say that that is a defect, but when they said it's not a defect, um, it's not bug, it's functionality, means that they not accept the defect. So I take a screenshot about that
Mm.
also, and I talk with my senior manager team leader so regarding that. That is a bug I found out, and I have checked multiple environment also, and that is main defects. So I found that defects.
So so when they told you that it's not a defect, so apart from taking screenshot, what else did you do?
Yeah, I taking a screenshot. Firstly, so I talk with my manager, means senior QA team leader.
Hmm.
So and approach them. That is a bug, and I found that. But I have multiple times, means multiple 2 or 3 times I have check it from myself. I rechecks for that, and I think it's bugs also. It's not any means. So that's after that there's suggest me to take a screenshot and share with the business analyst,
Mhm.
and after that I take a screenshot and send the mail regarding that.
Okay,
So after that the developer accepts the bug.
great, great. Okay, this is great. Okay, Chaitanya, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir. Yes, sir. I have one question, sir. Can you
Mhm.
give me any advice after the interview?
Um, yeah, so see, I think the resume is good. You have got good experience in manual testing. You are able to write test scenarios, test cases, test data was also there. Good. Now you have to
Yes.
think from, you have to incorporate, you have to learn Selenium automation as well. Now, as you are going into the senior kind of,
I'm doing Selenium now, but
okay,
yeah, right now I'm doing a course Selenium.
okay, great, great. So have that practice of, the Selenium every day. You can create your automated test. You can develop your automated test. Give some dedicated time. Apart from that, you can also spend some time on non-functional testing, like JMeter is there. API testing
Okay.
Postman, right? This is already you are using. So try to,
So, so,
revisit these concepts, understand what kind of questions are asked, because definitely these questions are going to come to you because it's mentioned in your CV. You have worked on them,
yes, yes,
so you would be asked questions on them. Okay,
yes.
okay, Chaitanya. All the best for your career, and
Thank you, sir.
do let us know once you get a good job. It would be great if you share success story on our channel, right?
Sure,
It
sir.
would be very helpful for the community. Yeah.
Yeah. Same to you, sir.
Yeah, please also keep on sharing interview questions with us at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com.
Yes, sir, sure. I'm subscriber of websites. So
Okay, so you have subscribed our channel. So thank you
yeah,
so
yeah,
much on behalf of entire team. Yeah.
yeah.
How did you come to know? How did you came to know about our channel?
Actually, sir, I was a subscriber of MKT. That was a one channel. So after that MKT, means I saw all the videos of that, and after that I think there are some means I also mock interview also
Hmm.
watch of from the MKT, but I think that time I thought that is like a very simple interview,
Hmm.
but when I face the real interview, that is total conflict between that, so the simple, and when after that I suggest your video after in the suggestion box, then I saw first video, then after that I realized, yeah, that's the hardest point, the interview will be the hard from that, not like simple, like what is mean by smoke test, what is sanity test, that is a simple level and basic level, but from that scenario based question is the main importance, when what should be doing after in that scenario. So I found that scenario based questions in your mock interview, so that's why I keep watching your videos more and more.
Okay, great, great. Good to know that. Yeah.
Right.
So thank you so much for subscribing our channel, and keep please share our
Yeah,
channel link with your other friends and colleagues and in your network as well.
yeah, sure, sir, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.